أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Your Excellency, permit me to stand on existing protocol that has already been established. I have the mandate of the President of India to speak for the Union, and I want to start this way because I've been part of the tour since the beginning of the tour. There is a school of thought that says projects are not necessarily the yardstick of measuring dividend of democracy. But I think the school of thought has forgotten that projects are meant to serve people and facilitate their way of life. And therefore, any project that is cited or executed with the opinion of the people, I think it should be included as part of the dividend of democracy. Let me go straight to the Duku area where we saw a bridge linking Birnin, Kebbi and Majera, and that of Dogon Duse. This is clearly a project that has been a problem for successive government. I'm sure it is the yearnings and aspirations of the people of Kebbi State to have this kind of linkages, because we understand in Majera there is an international market, and with this facility it will ease and facilitate the movement of goods and services. We understand also there is a big rice market in Suru, and that Dogon bridge will also help in movement of goods. Particularly that we have seen a number of rice farms which will help in the movement of the goods. Let me link this with the network of roads we saw, which are uncountable. You go to any route, from here you link up to that. I think it's worthy of commendation. Let me also say, bid for ulama. I think this is in line with the fact that if you have people that work together to promote peace, and you bring them closer to the government, I think this is also a welcome development. I also appreciate, on behalf of NUJ, the partnership between the state, local government, and federal government, and to some extent private sector. What we saw in Labaran was a clear indication of a good partnership. And it's only in this state that I know that we see clearly projects that are defined in such a manner that you know that this is a local government project and this is a state project. Hitherto, in so many places, you have this problem of joint accounts. You hardly can differentiate between a state and a local government account. Let me say that it is very clear in this state that the local government roads, state roads, federal roads. In some instances, we see where with the collaboration with federal government, yes, he said federal government road, even though he's expecting reform. Let me also say that the policy of upgrading schools, particularly day schools to boarding schools, in a reasonable number of them, and also upgrading of health facilities to general hospitals, is also worthy of commendation. But let me say that, unfortunately, I observed a neglect in my constituency, the media. When we arrived Zuru and Yaoundé, I understand the state TV cannot be seen in these areas. Incidentally, there is an opportunity for His Excellency because we saw an NTA in Zuru, but it has some difficulties. It is at this point that I want to plead with His Excellency to see how he can assist NTA so that these areas can also see the dividend of democracy that is going on in this administration. Because as the first speaker rightly pointed out, you may not want to blow your own trumpet. You may not want to celebrate your project. But I have a feeling that since it is a public trust, people deserve to know what you are doing. There are instances where government still projects. If you have a successful government, somebody will claim to have done a project because you did not say you did this. So it's very, very important that you have a good media outfit that will tell this project. Let me say that also, I'm worried by the health facility we saw in Marafa. I think it's like Kokobese Ojuru, and also a secondary school in Augi. I'm worried because this health facility, I understand, cut across all the local governments. And I'm worried about the standard and quality of that project. At this point, also, let me say that I noticed that in Kebbi State, the way people relate to the governor, and us particularly, it has clearly shown that the governor has brought humility and simplicity in governance. Thank you very much.